fellow classmates and friends. My name is Carly. I am a 22-year-old transfer student. I just transferred in this semester. I previously spent 2.5 years living in Spokane, Washington, where I went to Whitworth University. At Whitworth, I was studying theology and art, and here I'll be studying communications, a little bit of psychology, and art as well. So I decided to bring an object, or to show you guys an object that represents who I am, or a piece of who I am. And it's right here. I'll show you. It's this guy right here. Just get it closer for you. That is called an IPV machine. And I should know what that stands for, but I don't. But what I use it for is for breathing treatments for my lungs. I have a genetic condition known as cystic fibrosis, which is a condition in which the sodium chloride channel in your genes does not function properly. So all the mucus in my body is like 10 times thicker than the average human being. And so it coats my lungs and my sinuses and my organs. And because it's so thick and like compact, it is hard for it to clear itself out. Like if you get a cold and you're gross and coughing stuff up, like it's thinner than what mine would be. And so I pretty much always have an infection in my lungs. And then when that gets worse, I have to go on antibiotics or go into the hospital. I've spent a lot of time in my life, especially over the last 3 or 4 years, in the hospital on IV antibiotics to help my lungs, my sinuses, my overall person. And so what the IPV machine does is there's medicine that I put in it, and then it forces air and the medicine into my lungs, and it oscillates to help clear the stuff out of my lungs, and it will get air behind the mucus and push it out. Kind of gross, sorry. And push it out so that I can clear it out and breathe more normally. They usually say for people with CF, it's like breathing through a straw all the time, which I don't really know any differently. Which brings me to the 3 things that this ties into about who I am as a person. One thing is that I love art, and I am an artist, which is hard to say, but because I used to be an athlete, and the older I got, it's a progressive illness. So the older I got, the more difficult it was for me to be an athlete on a competitive level, especially when I was in the hospital, when I was sick. I felt like I needed something to do, and art was really that for me. Art, writing, reading, all of that. I feel like also because of my illness, I've become very passionate about justice for all people, anyone that's marginalized or disabled, because technically it's a disability. And I think I have a very unique perspective on life and death and everything in between, because I have this illness, and I am so willing to talk so freely about it. And it's made me just a very passionate, very grateful person for every breath that I do have. I'm so grateful for it. So that's a little bit more about me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so glad that we're in this class together.